Thank you for coming by to An American Project. Please be sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate it. I'm still pushing for that 1,000 mark, and I have quite a ways to go. Let's get started. Shenna Bellows is in the news again. The Maine Superior Court issued a stay of the Secretary of State's decision to remove former President Trump from the state's Republican primary ballot pending a decision from the United States Supreme Court. Trump appealed Maine's Secretary of State Shenna Bellows' ruling earlier this month, but the court on Wednesday said it will not consider the matter until the High Court issues its own decision in a related case out of Colorado, saying it would be imprudent for the court to rule on it before then. The court denied Trump's motion to supplement the record, denied his motion to stay proceedings, but also stays the Secretary of State's ruling pending a decision by the Supreme Court. The court remanded the matter to the Secretary for further proceedings as necessary in light of the United States Supreme Court's forthcoming decision in Trump versus Anderson. As part of this remand, the Secretary is ordered to await the Supreme Court's decision in Anderson and no later than 30 days after Anderson's issuance to issue a new ruling modifying, withdrawing, or confirming her prior ruling dated December 28, 2023. This is a developing story, of course, and there's other information I came up with looking to see who filed this paperwork, all right? A fellow by the name of John Anthony Castro, a Republican from Texas. Now, he is a Republican now, so that he could run as a Republican president. That's why he switched to it from being a Democrat. He filed a lawsuit in U.S. District Court in Portland, disqualify former President Donald Trump from Maine's 2024 ballot. The lawsuit argues that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution should disqualify Trump from the ballot. The petitioners attempting to keep Donald Trump off Maine's presidential ballot next year made their case to Secretary of State Shenna Bellows that the former president is disqualified for inciting the January 6th mess. Attorneys representing Trump say the state has no jurisdiction over the ballot, while Secretary Bellows is expected to make her decision. And this was by December 22nd. And of course, we heard what that decision was. But what I find interesting is that John Anthony Castro was just arrested recently for 33 felonies. Apparently, he does a lot of tax fraud. That's alleged, of course. Castro earned a bachelor's degree from Texas A&M International University in Laredo, Texas in 2008 before receiving a JD from the University of New Mexico. That's a Juris Doctor, and LLM from Georgetown University, Master of Laws. Okay, he was banned from participating in Georgetown University Law Center job fair as a student and then later on as an employer over what the university claimed were deliberate misrepresentations on his resume. The university had considered expelling him over the matter, but ultimately decided against it. These alleged misrepresentations included serving as a cadet at the United States Military Academy at West Point when he had spent 1 year at the United States Military Academy Preparatory School, a military-style prep school for students not yet academically qualified to attend West Point, and then he dropped out. There he is. That's Mr. Castro. Complete fraud. He's the one that filed the paperwork, and Shenna Bellows apparently thought that was good enough. Now, there's some other people that jumped in on this after this guy filed the paperwork. I was just blown away by this. I didn't, realize how dirty this is. It says one of the challenges was filed by 3 former elected officials in Maine. Former Republican state senators Kimberly Rosen of Bucksport and Tom Civillo of Wilton, and former Portland Mayor Ethan Strimling, a Democrat. Constitution commands that having sworn an oath to preserve, protect, and defend it, and then having desecrated that oath by directing a violent mob to storm the Capitol while Congress was performing a core constitutional function essential to the transition of power. Trump is ineligible to hold an office under the United States, least of all the office of president, reads the challenge filed by attorney Benjamin Gaines on behalf of the three. But what they fail to say is that this Castro fellow, he was the one that got it started. He's filed it to like 35 states around the union. So if you check out one of my other videos, I go in depth on it. Let me get the name of that video for you. Huge win for Trump, breaking now, must see. In Nevada, he filed the paperwork, and a judge there threw it out, said that he did not have standing. He said because he created his own injury, intentionally becoming a Republican presidential candidate so that he had a reason to file this paperwork against Trump. So it's a whole bogus thing. The entire setup was just bogus, right from square one. Absolutely shocking. I can't believe it. I didn't realize it was that dirty. Okay, and let's see here. In 2013, shortly after completing his LLM, Castro was hired by a Goodorf Law Group of Dayton, Ohio, though worked there only briefly. In about 2016, after leaving the law group, Castro established his tax preparation service, Castro & Co., a virtual business based first in Orlando and then in North Texas. At Castro & Co., Castro did contingency fee refund work, a practice in which a tax preparer retains a payment of a portion of the tax refund he is able to secure on behalf of a client. At Castro & Co., Castro issued legal opinions to United States expatriates living in Australia, some of whom were employees of investment from Dixon Advisory, on ways they could exclude certain earnings from being reported on their U.S. tax returns. The company's CEO, Alan C. Dixon, an Australian citizen who had taken up residence in the United States to invest in the New Jersey real estate market, replaced his own tax accountancy, PwC, with John Anthony Castro. Castro amended the tax returns PwC filed for Dixon to claim foreign tax credit on Dixon's franking credits, allowing Dixon to transform his tax liability into $3,268,930 worth of a refund due to him from the U.S. government. Upon receiving the revised returns, Castro prepared the IRS, initiated an audit of Dixon, assessed penalties against him, and seized his refund. So you can see where this is going. This guy is dirty, and he's the one that's been filing all these lawsuits across the country to get Trump off the ballots. I just found it absolutely amazing. This is what Shenna Bellows based her case on, and this is where it got started at. Everything points to that, and this is allegedly. We'll keep it at that, but just amazing. I couldn't believe it. And there you have it. Thank you for coming by. This is an American project. Please be sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Have a great day. God bless.